We've covered the efforts to try to hold negligent landlords accountable, especially in Buffalo. And usually the city will take the owners to housing court, which can take a long time. Now, though, for just the third time in the past decade, Buffalo is suing a landlord and property manager in state Supreme Court using the Fair Housing Act. Now, the case here involves allegations of mold inside a home that caused health problems for a woman and her son. Jasil is a reporter with Investigative Post who has been covering this story. Thanks so much. It's great to see you again. What should we know about the significance, I guess, of this case, but also of the legal sort of theory or the way they're going about this?
Yeah, so this is only, as you mentioned, the third fair housing case that the city's filed within the past decade, but it's a relatively unusual one. So they're using the basis of discrimination against disability because what they're saying is that the landlord failed to abate the mold, and that is what led to this woman and her son getting sick. However, a lot of anti-discrimination experts say that that's a condition that everyone should, be made to have a house free of mold. So there's some question of whether this is actually a fair housing issue, but it's certainly a unique way that the city has used this law to, bring litigation against the landlord who unfortunately didn't do the right thing.
Big picture here, because you cover housing court a lot, it does seem like there are some positive changes in terms of holding negligent landlords accountable.
There are absolutely positive changes. We do have a new housing court judge, Judge Philip Dabney, and a lot of people will tell you, I've personally observed myself, he's very vigilant in getting these cases cleared and off the books. He thoroughly, speaks to and prosecutes landlords who aren't doing the right thing. You don't see this lag and this constant rescheduling of cases. And in addition, the Housing Court Advisory Council, which we spoke about some months ago, is in the process of being reinstated as well. So there are a lot of positive changes coming to housing court this year.
The case that you're reporting on here with the mold inside the house, I showed folks the picture and then they saw it again just there. I mean, just horrible circumstances.
Yeah.
And based on your reporting, not necessarily unique, right? There are so many of these cases and they drag out for just so long.
Yeah, that is the unfortunate part. And when you see things like this, where it is being tried as a fair housing case, but it's actually more of a code enforcement issue. As an attorney from Housing Opportunities Made Equal told me, a lot of times tenants will sort of go to the fair housing officer as a last resort when they complain about these issues, they're not remediated, their property owners are not punished in court or by the city. So this is unfortunately an all too common sort of situation that we see for many renters in Buffalo.
You can go to investigativepost.org. Right there at the top, Ejaz's story. You can learn about this particular case. The full lawsuit is there, and we'll continue to follow it. Jasil with Investigative Post. Thanks.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right. Thank you.